All right, so SEGWAY Power Sports, if you're not already aware, we came to market with side-by-side our Villain and our UT model, utility lineup, just under 2 years ago. 1000cc internal combustion engine, naturally aspirated. We have now introduced the Super Villain. It's a 2000cc, a 2-liter turbo gas engine with 235 horsepower. That's this car. And then that one over there is the same gas engine, 2-liter turbo, but it also is a hybrid. Industry first, 330 horsepower. They work in conjunction with each other. So there's a throttle position sensor in there that, depending on how hard you are on the gas, the harder you press the gas pedal, the more electric it provides. It's a 6-speed automatic, so if you just wanted to drive it around, it's as simple as that. If you wanted to get a little more aggressive, you can put it in sport mode. It's got paddle shifts. We've got the screen inside there, Bluetooth. You can connect it to your phone, so any of the functions you have on your phone, the mapping, wireless, like the music, you can listen to your music through the car. We have an app that you tie to your car specific, so there's GPS. It's got lean angle sensors in it, so if it leans farther than calibrated, it'll send a notification to the app, to the emergency contact that you have listed in there to let them know that there's been an issue. If the vehicle gets stolen, it's got GPS on it. You can track it and see where it's at all times. Or if somebody's in it driving it, you're a family member, a spouse, a kid, a friend, whatever, you can see where the car's at all times. So starting up front here, it does come standard with a winch on it. It's got Cayman suspension, 20 inches of travel. It is fully adjustable. If you can see up on top here, compression and rebound, high and low speed adjustments.
Bead locks.
Bead locks, 32-inch wheels. Full chromoly frame and cage. Inside, you can see the screen there, the paddle shifters, 5- and 6-point harness seat belts.
What about these doors? Because I know a lot of people complain about other guys' doors. This looks nice because it's a solid one.
Yeah, it's solid. It's solid there. Seals up, so it's helping you keep clean, keep less dirt out of it. It's rigid. It holds its place. It's got a solid feel to it.
Rock rails, you can skid on these on the rocks?
Yep. Rock rails comes standard that way.
Off-trail suspension is there.
Yep, beefy trailing arms. Again, fully adjustable suspension in the back. 2000cc turboed gas engine over here.
2000cc. 100 horsepower is a lot.
Yeah, and this one's 235.
This is 235.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very cool. Obviously, it's four-wheel drive, obviously.
It's everything. It's 2-wheel drive, and then up on the dash up here in the front, you got the toggle switches up there. You can put it in 4-wheel drive, and then you can lock the differential, so it's full 4-wheel lock.
Oh, for rock crawling.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yep.
Nice.
It does have different modes: sport mode, standard mode, climbing mode, and it's all adjustable through the screen there.
Nice. So it's turbocharged. Where's the intercooler? Is it here?
So most of that's going to be buried under here. These are prototype cars.
Okay.
So that when the production cars come out, there's a radiator for the engine up here, the back for the transmission and all that. There's going to be, and this cowling is going to be a little bit different. There's going to be a radiator and fans underneath that.
Sure. Okay. Let's go around the back here. Take a look. This is amazing. You should get bumped.
72.
2? Okay, that's as wide as it gets right there. Very cool. So that's the turbo all-wheel drive beast gas motor.
Yep.
Let's go tip to tail on the hybrid here. Let's go to the front. All right. So what's going on over here?
So this is literally the same car with the same features, the same wheels, same winch, same suspension setup as the 2-liter turbo. It's got the same features in the cab as the other car. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, diff lock, paddle shifting option, the same GPS and Bluetooth features in the screen. Biggest difference on this car, this is the hybrid model, so it's got the same 2000cc turboed engine on this side, but then depending on the throttle position and the driving conditions that you're in, it will transfer. The gas engine's always going. The harder you are on the gas, the more electric assistance it provides. And that motor is over here.
Here it is.
That's the electric motor.
So this electric motor basically is tuned for more performance, not fuel efficiency.
Correct, correct. And the harder you're driving it, the more you're using that. When you're driving it a little less aggressive, it's using mostly the gas engine, but while it's doing that, it's charging the electric side of things.
Nice.
It's hard to put a number on the actual range of what it's going to go because you're constantly using both. It's got 11.5 gallon fuel tank on it, but obviously when you're driving it, you're not always using that fuel. So at some point when the battery dies on this, because you're gonna be draining the battery more than it's going to be recharging itself. Once the battery dies completely, the gas motor will get you anywhere. You've got the remaining of that 11.5 gallons to continue driving the car. But while you're doing that, it's also recharging. So at some point, it's going to recharge itself enough to where it's starting to use it again. So the range, like I said, these are prototypes. We're still learning all of that. We're still trying to get more concrete numbers as to range, longevity of the batteries, all that kind of stuff. But these guys are the ones that are doing that overseas, and we'll be learning a lot more in the coming months.
I don't think there's anyone else doing this.
No, this is the first power sports vehicle with a hybrid option, and it's also the first one to break that 300 horsepower barrier.
That just blows my mind.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So one more thing.
Yeah.
Talk about the transmission, because everyone else is running a CVT.
Correct, and we do run CVTs on our existing Villain, but with a car this size with this kind of power, it has a 6-speed automatic transmission in it.
It's a gearbox.
It's a gearbox, just like the car you drive out on the street.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's sequential, right? Because
correct. Correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild, man. You're getting like F1 performance out of this thing, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is so cool. All right, I think you covered everything.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yep.
Very cool. All right, so let's end this with a website, I guess, if people want to learn more.
Yeah, just www.segwaypowersports.us.
Oh, and one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
When is this available? Because I know everybody's going to be like, I want that.
Production starts very soon, and we're projecting early Q4 of this year.
Okay. So if we're lucky.
Yeah, late this year.
Late this year.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. And I know you can't talk to prices, right?
We don't have them concrete yet. The 2-liter turbo will be just under 30 is the plan, and the hybrid will be just under 40.
Yeah. That's just like the competition, man.
Yep. Yep.
Very nice. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Man, I cannot wait to try one of these out in the desert. He did invite me to do a test ride when they do become available, so stay tuned for that video if I ever get a chance to test ride one of these. But as usual, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hit that like button to support my channel. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Ring the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this crazy new side-by-side by Segway.